James Wolfe, a retired detective, sat alone in his dim apartment when the letter arrived. Torn, water-stained, smelling of salt and ash. The writing was rushed, scrawled in desperation. Come to Blackridge. Don't trust the silence. They're learning. It was signed by his younger brother, missing for over 2 years. No postmark. No return address. Just a chill that wrapped around James's spine like a noose. He packed a bag and drove. The roads twisted endlessly, growing narrower with every mile. His GPS blinked out. Signal vanished. Civilization faded. Finally, only one rusted, crooked board remained. Blackridge. Pop. 0. Snow blanketed the forgotten town. A thick fog draped everything like a mourning veil. Shops still had goods on the shelves. Coffee cups rested half-sipped. A rocking horse swayed gently in the toy store window. It was as if time had paused mid-sentence, the people gone, but their moments lingering. James passed an old barber shop. In the cracked mirror, a man stood. But when he turned, nothing. The figure was only inside the reflection, eyes locked to James with a hunger beyond recognition. The church loomed, its bell tower silent. Inside, dust coated the pews, yet the air felt watched. The rope to the bell lay freshly severed on the floor. Chalk scribbled on the altar were 5 simple words. They hear what you don't say. At the edge of town, James found his brother's cabin. Door ajar. Inside, sheets torn, claw marks on the window frame, and dried blood smeared along the kitchen tiles. Something had happened here. Something not human. Beneath a loose floorboard, he discovered a journal. Pages missing, ink smudged. Notes spoke of capturing vocal shadows, echoes that didn't just repeat sound, but retained intent. Voices with memory. Voices that watched. A tape recorder, coated in dust, suddenly clicked. Static. Then his own voice from years ago echoed out. A conversation he had never recorded, answering questions he didn't remember being asked. A hatch groaned open under the bed. James descended into a cold, industrial tunnel lined with speaker wires, reels, and corpses, decomposed, headphones still clutched to their skulls. He found a photograph, his brother beside a man with black eyes and no reflection. A note below read, Subject Alpha. Mimics. It becomes who you fear. A child's laughter echoed down the corridor, exactly the same each time. Same pause. Same tone. Over and over. No variation. No life. Not a child. Mirrors down there warped his reflection. In one, he was grinning. In another, sobbing. In the last, his own reflection turned and walked away. One room played a woman crying on loop. James shut off the speaker, and something screamed past in the dark, dragging cold air behind it. Then he reached it, a vast underground chamber. Dozens of reel recorders, speakers, radios, all whispering, all blending into his brother's voice. Out of the walls, the echo emerged, a black swirl of shifting static and sound, shaping only when James spoke. It grinned and repeated his voice back to him. You abandoned him. Just like everyone. He found tapes hidden behind loose panels. Screams. Experiments. Townsfolk driven insane. His brother's voice leading them, then defying them. Notes confirmed the horror. Blackridge had been a government experiment, a secret project to weaponize memory and sound. Too late to stop it. Too late to silence it. He played one final tape. If you are hearing this, run. Or feed it. It was his brother's goodbye. James hatched a plan. He lured the echo into the chamber and cranked every device to maximum. Feedback howled. Speakers cracked. The echo shuddered, split, screamed. But it adapted. It learned. James knew what he had to do. He whispered into the master recorder, a long, slow goodbye, and pressed record. His consciousness, his voice, his soul, trapped forever in the loop. Above ground, silence returned. Not even the wind dared speak. A new sign stood outside the town border. Property of Division 9. Audio containment site. Weeks later, a young hiker stumbled into Blackridge. Found a radio still humming. James's voice crackled out. Please, don't speak. Below, in the depths, the echo, now fused with James, sat in the dark. And smiled. Another voice to remember.